4 already up before the set even begins.
That's another check mark on your commentator bingo card. If Player4 is playing, will you make a note of that? Absolutely you will. Game number 1 is going to be starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2. Already picking up that winky face, catching the ABK that Jaaahsh put out there, and dealing a good amount of damage.
We're also, with Player4 on the screen, we are getting at least 3 games of content. I want to note that. I want to note that. This is the player camp king right here.
Absolutely. Player4 right now just scouting out Jaaahsh's landing, not able to find it yet, but coming in with the ABK into the Witch Twist as well. Does he have his SDI on point? Jaaahsh just going to go through the reset, misses that second ABK as Player4 just floats back to safety.
We were talking about Player4's combos earlier in the little bit before as well, but I want to note that Bayo has really consistent damage output, especially if the SDI is not right on the opponent a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, Jaaahsh could be just evening up the deficit. I'm just worried about how either of these players are really going to kill super early. More so how Jaaahsh is going to kill super early, because you kind of have to look for it a little bit with Bayonetta.
Oh yeah. I like the way that Jaaahsh is like mixing up his landings now, right? Not always landing the same exact way with the Witch Twist. Is that Foiler going to be able to kill? Yes, it will be. That Peach taken to the skies.
Yeah, with the nice little reversal right there on the Witch Twist. Perfect play right there. Jaaahsh is looking very, very good right now. My man is not only organizing the tournaments, but he's also organizing this set right now. He's rearranging Player4 right now.
Oh, buddy, that's a stitch. He might put him into stitches, and you gotta be so careful, especially if you can like Z-drop stitch out of disadvantage, if you're able to like SDI patch some of those Witch Twists, but such a good Witch time from Jaaahsh, just able to invalidate that stitch face and Player4 carried all the way to the side.
What a stall on that 1-2-3 fair right there.
So
That's
smart.
Perfect. Jaaahsh looking so good, kind of all over Player4 right now. All the airspace that Player4 is attempting to contest with these floats is being snipped out of the air right there by Jaaahsh.
If there's anybody that can do it, it's Bayonetta. Peach, she thinks she can get away with floating. Bayonetta is jump call out, float call out, the character.
Yeah, he pelted him with that 10 like 4 times. Excellent stock there by Player4. Yeah, I think Player4 has been detecting that Jaaahsh is trying to take the skies very aggressively, but you can't shield in the air in this game, so you're just going to get pelted by that turnip exceedingly well. Oh,
such good movement, just backing off from Jaaahsh there for a little bit. Player4 just going to try to scout that landing, but not enough speed to get there in time with dash attack. Is this going to be the edge guard? Player4 keeps going high. Oh, but ends up forwarding in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Player4, a player notorious for his tomahawks. His tomahawk game is insane. Like, if you see him doing an empty float, he's going to be grabbing you before you even know it. But excellent witch time right there into the F smash, bringing these last stocks to even Stevens.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Okay, gets only the first hit of the up tilt, sending Player4 all the way up and away. Down tilt into the up tilt as well, backing off, catching this landing successfully. Jaaahsh is just looking for this opening, and Player4 keeps on playing out of shield and camping with Turnip.
And I think that's the way to go, right? You're going to have to kind of respect Bayo at mid-range. A short hop ABK, a pretty crazy approach to as well as these heal slides as well. And even one of them connecting well will net a lot of damage for Jaaahsh. The Player4 is being exceedingly wary of that.
Oh, such a good extension. Oh, but that's not going to be it. Still landing with the uphill. Is this going to be it?
This could be it. That might be it.
And it will be right off the top. Jaaahsh was able to land in time. Player4 was just drifting a little bit too long. He ended up getting hit with another ABK.
Oh! This Player4, y'all, nobody can see in the player cam, but Player4 is gooning out already. He's he's laughing. Bro is Gengar, but as a human being, he's just giggling in the face of defeat.
That's the mentality to have against this. You just got Bayo comboed. It happens to the best of us. That thing deals psychic damage.
Player4 is the villain in this set. I want everyone to know. He's an agent of chaos at all times. But still, Jaaahsh, really nice clutching up right there. He was down quite a hefty amount of percent right there, but found the golden combo again on that reverse witch twist. Player4 is going to have to start tightening up this SDI and has to be careful on these startups too. You know, I feel like Bayonetta's win condition in this matchup has been more than evident at this point.
But already much better start for Player4 this time around, dealing 84% and just still keeping Jaaahsh away over and over again, catching that DI in with the neutral air. Now sent all the way off stage. Is this going to be the punish on the landing? Yes, it will be. Jaaahsh stuck in all that special landing lag.
These turnips are huge because it's sort of an active discouragement from Jaaahsh trying to do these aggressive options from the ledge right here. I mean, every time Jaaahsh is off stage, Player4 is not skipping a beat to pull that turnip.
Ooh, but just able to tech in time, avoiding the dash attack. But again, Jaaahsh just not able to follow up into anything, not able to get his combo moves out as Player4 takes that first stock in a pretty confident fashion.
All right, still consistent damage and still going in for seconds too. Player4 kind of sleeping at the wheel right there. Still though, kind of out of the percent range. Excellent DI off the ABK right there by Player4. Going to be saving his bacon right there.
And using the up B hitbox just to get Jaaahsh off of him, but that does not matter. Downer is going to be able to come in. Jaaahsh just making up for all the damage that he lost last stock and crossing up with the forward. Such a good idea. You have so much drift from that move. You can make the most ambiguous cross-ups in the game.
It's true. Also, these fair ones, definitely. Like all these cross-ups that Jaaahsh is doing, these shield mix-ups on Player4, like he's falling for them every time. He, like you said before, he's trying to play out of shield consistently every single time. And I think Jaaahsh is a little bit privy to that now.
Yeah, and that's like one of the best ways to pressure shield as Bayonetta. It's going to be that and fully spaced down tilts. That's how you bait an out of shield option, you cross them up, and then you're able to successfully whip punish them. But Jaaahsh doing the Bayonetta thing, which is ABK from ledge, looks for the up air conversion, but still keeps on pushing and swinging.
One thing I like that Jaaahsh is doing a lot is he's mixing up his timings on the options he's selecting. Right when Player4 thinks Jaaahsh is done doing all of the aerial fireworks he's doing, Jaaahsh will deploy the next option to at least get Player4 off of his back so he can land safely. This is a lot of lag that comes out the more Bayonetta specials you use in the air, especially on your landing.
Yeah, and that forward throw, not going to be able to kill even on Town and City. Needed a little bit more percent more. Such a good call out on the side B, excuse me. Ooh.
Big opportunity for Player4 to at least punish on the landing on a hit stun there, but Jaaahsh is going to have the upper hand on this one. Player4 going to have to recompose himself a little bit here.
That felt like it was Jaash's turn for the last 30 seconds or so. Every single time that he landed, he was able to successfully reset and then continue pushing, continue doing his thing. And Player4 finally taking off that stock. It's just going super back and forth at this point. The question is, who's going to be ahead this time?
Exactly. Who has the clutch gene ingrained into their DNA right here? You know, only time will tell. At least a little bit more even right here. And already a huge combo coming off from Player4 right here. And this is a really favorable spot.
He's executing his follow-ups. He's executing the technical stuff. He's able to get his consistent damage output. But now the question is, can he close shot?
So it's always tough, you know, especially for characters I feel like Peach too close, you know, because kill power is not her strongest suit a lot of the time. Her damage output is. But so far, Player4 looking really good. Actually doing an immaculate job of catching these landings right here. But, oh my gosh.
Okay, air dodging to safety, doing so yet again. Player4 though just not able to escape disadvantage. Jaaahsh going out there so deep, that beautifully spaced in position back in.
Deep.org. That was insane right there by Jaaahsh. Excellent awareness right there. I love the reverse witch twist right there to get the back air. Player4 was kind of checkmated in that airspace right there. Peach being a floaty character, prime hunting grounds right there for Bayonetta to really just keep sharking out those options. And I like how Jaaahsh just never relents. He never gives up. Even when you think he's done doing what he's doing, he just keeps going. It
was all from this, my friend. It was all from one bad out of shield option. That's all that it took. That is what is so powerful about Witch Twist on shield. It goes all the way up into full hop range that you can't even really punish unless you're doing like an up air out of shield. So as soon as you whiff that button, Bayo's able to come back down with neutral, aka her biggest combo starter. But that does not matter, my friend. We're in game number 3. Player4 is down quite a bit, and Jaaahsh is not stopping anytime soon.
For real, and he keeps going again and again and again. Like Player4 needs to realize that as long as Jaaahsh still has a resource such as jump or witch twist left in the arsenal, Mans is going to use it. Mans is going to use it real nice. Oh my, that's an SD. Okay. No, that's an SD.
Every Bayo has to SD once. Even if they have the best recovery in the game, they have to SD once per set. It is essential.
So, sometimes you have too much food on your plate, you want to try all the dishes, and then you end up choking a little bit.
Happens to the best of us.
That's right.
But oh my gosh, Player4 is just being bullied off stage here. Jaaahsh just keeps on going deep over and over, has to back into the other direction. At least he got a bit of damage. And now this is the biggest question. Can you close the stock off as Bayo? You need a multi-jab, you need an F-throw, you just need something.
I feel like one thing that we've not seen this set too much is Player4 on the ledge. My man has not really taken an opportunity to grab the ledge too much, not trying to fast fall to it or anything. He's kind of recovering in this unsafe airspace consistently, and Jaaahsh is taking full advantage of that every time.
Oh yeah. Okay, getting something going with the up air here. Throws out the turnip and just keeping Jaaahsh stuck in disadvantage. A little bit too quick on the down tilt though, and
we've seen a lot of timing mess-ups, I feel like, from Player4 this set, just a little bit, I feel like. Just little increments or moments where he could be getting the stock, but just not being able to close that. Still, though, managing to even it up here on the second stock right here.
Oh, yeah.
Has to be careful, though. These platforms help Jaaahsh so much with extending this combo game.
Okay, down through into down tilt. I don't think that was intentional. Maybe just wanted like the release back here. Okay, Jaaahsh is looking for the high call out, and Player4 just can't land over and over. These air dodges are getting stuffed out. The air dodges are getting called out.
Yeah, all this damage is insane right here, and Jaaahsh just keeps on going. Could that be a stock? It's talent, I know, but still. Player4's crawling at a higher and higher percent. Still, though, I want to note, because of that SD right there at the beginning of the game, Player4 is still up. So he does have a little bit of wiggle room right here in this game 3.
But Jaaahsh hasn't stopped like mixing up. You saw like how confidently he was able to land with that tomahawk. He didn't go for shield pressure. He didn't go for the witch twist. But again, the classic issue of Bayonetta, Bayonitis, how do you kill? How do you get this?
I named my first Greek child Bayonitis.
Such a beautiful name for the boy.
Still, though, Jaaahsh, no stranger to the clutch. I mean, we've seen it the last 2 games as well, but still has to clean up this stock. And like you said, the Bayonitis is absolutely kicking in right here.
That's so good. Using the side platform of Town and City to constantly reposition. That time, Jaaahsh was just like a little bit too late. Ended up getting hit by that hitbox. And now at 194%, Jaaahsh, you need to sneeze on Peach, and she will die.
All right, just trying to rack up the damage here in Player4. Has to take this stock somehow. Big back air coming out here. Player4 manages to eke one out right there. Still, though, that all happened because of that SD. And it's still best of 5. Player4 has a lot of ground to make up if he wants to bring this back. But
I feel like if there's anybody that likes a best of 5 format, it's going to be Player4.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like one of those guys that he needs a little bit of time. He needs a bit of time to get warm, especially like in neutral. Make sure that he's not misspacing as much. And he was playing a little bit tighter that game. He was just avoiding a lot of Baya's win conditions. And I feel like he managed his disadvantage options a little bit better.
So unfortunate. I think that ABK was a little bit of a misinput right
Happens
there.
to the best of us,
It does
I
happen to the
suppose.
best of us. Like you said, at least once a set, right? Got the Tekken music booted up as well. We are going, I believe, to a small battlefield for this next game right here. So finally a counter pick for Jaaahsh to use. So that's the advantage of you know, going up 2 games in a best of 5 is that you have your counter pick ready and lined up to go. And we're hopping right into it again.
Right.
Still already off rip with the ABK into the solid damage right here.
Okay, another ABK coming back in. Okay, looking to get something going on the platforms here. If there's anything Bayo has, it is platform pressure. Player4 right now just taking a good amount of damage. Was able to make it back though. Beautiful turn-up conversion, dealing so much damage.
All right, though, still another big startup right here. Excellent popping out of the witch twist right there, affording Player4 a little bit of wiggle room right there. But still, I love how much now Player4 is respecting Jaaahsh's aggression on his shield. We're seeing full shields on all of these fair 1 mix-ups. Jaaahsh is trying to get Player4 to bite the bait, but I think he knows now. He knows.
Oh yeah. Oh, and now again, this whole issue of like struggling to approach. You don't want to touch Peach's shield when she has a turnip in hand. Look at the amount of damage that Jaaahsh took from just that 1 interaction.
Player4 looking like he's fully warmed up now. Just needed 1 game to just start the engine real quick. Not going to get the stock off that one as the ABK didn't really connect right there. This could be a stock, though. Yeah.
And it will be. Jaaahsh, that time around, he was able to effectively close.
A combo with up air.
Who would have thought?
Killing with up air off the top. In this time? In this day and age?
In 2023? Who would have thought?
Up air to end the combo. I haven't heard that combo in years.
Player4 is choking so well. Jaaahsh is just like pressing a lot of specials. I feel like he's like a pretty like special heavy Bayo like stylistically, but that time around he was able to get in there. He won that CQC interaction, and he's looking for this next opening.
He's almost a bit more frantic now. I don't know if you're noticing like the tempo of how he's pressing these specials now, but he looked a lot more calculated the first 2 games of this set. Now that Player4 has the upper hand, we're seeing a little bit of a struggle to try and get something started up here for Jaaahsh.
Okay, but now just looking to land and get off of this platform. Player4 is just applying corner pressure, and if there is anything Bayonetta wants to do, the thing that she has the urge to do the most when she picks up the controller, it is ABK from ledge.
Absolutely.
So all that Player4 did was sat there, held that up smash, because it is kind of safe on shield, so you got to punish the next option after. That was a call out and a half.
Absolutely, absolutely. One notable adjustment I want to make note of is that Player 4 is playing a lot lower to the ground now. We were seeing him getting caught on a lot of these full hops because a big thing that Player 4 likes to do is space out with fair as well as keep turn up. But my man has been floating very low to the ground and keeping these turn-ups in hand. So every time Jaaahsh tries to force an option with this ABK, he's been getting punished, but still managing to find that. And this is do or die for Player 4 right now.
The tragedy of the floaty. Yeah. How bad we have it. Even if we directional air dodge, we are not safe, and neither is Player 4, taking so much damage, picking up the turnip, saying, you know what, you can have it. You can take your vegetable back.
This is mighty scary for both players right here. Now also Player 4 has to be, watching out. Can't be swinging too willy-nilly because of the threat of witch time also being a thing. We haven't seen Jaaahsh pick into it too much right here, but on stocks like these where you haven't used it the entire set, it can be going here. But we do have a Stitch on deck. RNGesus coming in clutch, the savior himself, saving Player 4's bacon, and we're going to shift into a Game 5 already. Game 5. This is winners round 2.
This is why the best of 5 format once again favors different people, especially that of Peach. But what was that air dodge from Jaaahsh? What was the intention?
That was the scene in Spy Kids 3D.
He wanted to land.
Yeah.
He wanted to land.
Yeah.
And you know what? He didn't get away with it. That, my friend, is a tragedy.
Bayo, for a character that appears to be a little light and lithe, or lithe, I don't know how to say that word, but she doesn't go too far on her air dodge. Her air dodge will not carry her exceptionally far because she's almost got like bricks strapped to her somewhere. Those guns must be heavy.
Oh yeah. I hear some people getting loud. I know that
it's a tri-state tournament. It's a tri-state tournament.
It's a tri-state tournament, baby. You got some of the loudest regions all coming together, all coming into one place. And now it's going to be a Game 5 situation from a bit of a tragic air dodge from Jaaahsh. And like, I would not even have expected the directional air dodge to miss the platform entirely. Neither did he. He wanted to land to safety, and he was not safe.
Taking it to Hollow Bastion for this last game as well. Player 4 been dancing with the devil this entire set, but will he overcome Bayonetta? I don't know. This is really do or die for Jaaahsh as well. We've been seeing kind of a full adaptation and a full swing, this, especially marking the events of that last game, and it all capped off with that one SD Jaaahsh did before, but now we're on Game 5. You got to reset yourself, recalibrate. This is where legends are made right here.
Yeah, you need to slow down, especially because, like you mentioned it before, Jaaahsh might be playing a little bit more frantic, but jab, heel slide mix-up is huge, but will that result into a stock? It will not, but it... Oh my god.
Yeah, a little bit of rage popped off on Jaaahsh as well. So Player 4, even while not in the, well, I was going to say that until he hit that fair, but gotta watch out, especially on this stage where that platform is going to aid Jaaahsh in a lot of these combos. Still though, Player 4 is a player that definitely plays best with the lead.
Oh, not able to get the F smash out in time, which time ran out.
Peach took a seat.
I'll have a seat for this movie. I'm going to let this one play out. I've seen this one before.
For sure, too, especially a player like Player 4 who is he was in the trenches for the majority of Smash 4 as well. So my man's seen a Bayonetta or two, and now Player 4 looking very up. This Jaaahsh may have just ran out of gas. He was looking very cold and collected these first few games, but Player 4, such an adjustment.
And Player 4 has successfully deconditioned him from going for those ABKs from ledge. He's just able to neutral get up now, and Player 4 is still continuing to punish him down tilt into the neutral, backing off a little bit, so cognizant of the space and Jaaahsh's disadvantage options.
This is looking tough, as this is once you have the lead, Bayonetta can't really afford to start zoning out too hard. It's mighty tough right now, even at 74 right here. Player 4 just has to be the more patient man right here.
Oh, yeah.
And look at these options already. Bringing out Toad, bringing out F-Smash, looking far more comfortable than he's ever been before.
But beautiful catch, though. Just still, I can't believe Bayonetta was able to grab that far. It still did not kill that back. He almost did, though. He has to go high. He has to make it onto the ledge, but he won't be able to punish that up B in time. Just being patient, slowly. But you can shield camp Bayonetta.
Yeah. Especially at these percents, too, where one Witch Test isn't going to really do anything. What a what a statement! What a statement from Player 4! And Jaaahsh has to give it up. So gracious.
He gives him a little clap.
Incredible.
And he still gets it with the rock, paper, scissors. I like how they positioned it really nicely for us so that we can zoom in on it in the form of a replay. Wow. Beautiful stuff from Player 4. He made it back with a reverse 3-0. He played really well there at the end. I feel like Jaaahsh ran out of a bit of steam.
Good with the showmanship as well.
Oh, yeah.
A gracious victor, but just posing like, Y'all must have not been familiar with my game. Y'all must have forgotten who I was.
He made sure to remind us.
You know, and many we will probably see many a player utter, well, if this set was best of 3, Player4 would have lost that. Well, in this format, the better player will most likely, you know, win. They'll play it out. They'll adapt. You know, this is the adjustment we need. This is what these long grind sessions and these Wi-Fi discords are for.
Oh, yeah.
Is for these long sets. But excellent show from Jaaahsh, honestly. Looked
the tragedy
very powerful
of the low
the
profile.
first 2. Yeah, for real. Peach especially. Very nimble. Yeah.
Who do you think you are? I am.
That's a godlike pop-off. That needs to be in like the Hall of Fame for Smash Ultimate pop-offs. I'm not even kidding.
For round 2 pools.
What are you gonna do about that? But
he's such a good sport.
Yeah, Jaaahsh is incredible.
Great dude.
You know that's an adult right there. That's a grown-ass man with a 401k retirement plan. Settle down. Yeah.
He accepts it.
He accepts it.
He accepts it. He nods. He's accepted his fate. He's like, this happened. I asked for it.
Death taxes and the turkey fist bump. Inevitable.
I like with how much like grace he took it. You know. he knew what was happening. Yeah. He was like, okay, I've had this coming now.
Jaaahsh is a graceful man. He's a very graceful man. He has his Twitter endlessly catty, but also relentlessly helpful. He's a gracious man.
Great guy. Good to see him play.
Yeah,
but alas,
sure.
That little SD happened to the best of us. And then
that shifted the whole momentum. Can you believe that? One stock.